Good morning, America. Well, it's not morning anymore. It's afternoon. I was going to start singing a Arlo Guthrie song. There's an Arlo Guthrie song about that.
Really?
Good morning, America.
Yeah, that's not my generation, so I have no clue.
No, it's definitely not your generation. And that's why I am here right now. Because, well, that's not his generation. I'm here because, well, this is my next door neighbor, sort of adopted grandson. I'm his mean old papa is what it boils down to.
Yep.
Make him get out of bed in the morning, make sure that he takes the trash down. By the way, guess who took the trash down?
Miguel,
No.
you.
Yeah.
Why does my? I know. I tell him every day.
I don't know.
I'll tell him every
That's
day.
not what we're here for. I'm here for this is kind of celebratory. This is my next door neighbor. This is Jesse Mullins. Jesse, how old are you?
I'm 19 years old.
Jesse's 19 years old. And guess what we did today? Because it's probably the most important thing. It's one of the most important things you can do. But Jess, tell them what we did today.
Well, we went to go register. You know, voting for the first time is very important for my generation or anybody really.
It's the only voice you got.
Yeah.
And one of the big things that, and you guys have, you all know this by now, that is one of my biggest things, is not only get your own butt out there and vote, but something like this.
Yeah.
You know, if there are young people that haven't, and they've never registered, well, they can't vote. And today is the last day for that here in Tennessee. This is the final day of voter registration, and now Jesse is registered. So come November 5th, about 3/4 of a mile down the road, he'll be going down there. Probably I'll be taking him. So another thing that I would point out to you is it isn't just about you getting to the vote. It's somebody else. You know, Jesse doesn't have a car. He doesn't have his license yet. Well, he's got a car, but we've got to do some work on it. Doesn't have his license yet. He'll be getting that soon. But will that be before the vote? I don't know. So the important thing is going to be making sure he can get down there. Jesse, have I told you who to vote for?
Nope.
I have told Jesse my political beliefs. I've told him what I feel about the different candidates. But that's not the important part either. Jesse's 19 years old. He's got his own mind. He's got his own reasons. And, you know, what's important to him is why he should vote. That's a good question. Jess, what is important to you as a 19-year-old about to cast your first ballot in just under a month? What's important?
I think what's very important is to obviously be independent. Don't follow, right? Lead your own mind, right? Just because your parents or grandparents or any family member says to do something, just don't do it, right? You need to look at the facts behind it, not just, what somebody says. That's very important, I feel like.
No, there's a lot of things out there that will, there are a lot of people out there that will tell you how to vote.
And tell
But
you
as far as your vote right now, what do you see as important issues, things that you will be voting to hopefully make better, things that you will be maybe, what's going through your mind is what's important to a 19-year-old as far as something like that goes?
Definitely being able to, eventually own your own home without it being, hard, right? Inflation and all of that needs to be fixed. Immigration's very important. But I think a lot of times it can, depend on your moral beliefs and your worldview. That's very important for a lot of people, right? And then two major ones that I'm seeing now is immigration and abortion are like two very, very controversial subjects to talk about. And that's like something I look into because I'm a Christian, of course, and I think we need more of those viewpoints in the world rather than just hatred and evil. I get that we do care about people, and that's very important. But sometimes you gotta fix yourself, and then you can fix others. And that's something I think we need to look forward to.
Well, I can feel that. I look at what's going on in the world right now. I see different ways to make it work. I see different people's ideas about how to make it work. One thing that I do know for sure is that just assuming that you're right and assuming that whatever viewpoint you have is the only viewpoint couldn't be a worse way to go about it.
Yeah.
I think more than anything else. Well, I know that, again, I have not told Jesse how to vote. I have not told him that I think he should. What I've told him is these are my viewpoints. And he's listened to me. And at the same time, he's got his own viewpoints.
Yep.
And I listen to him. And I think more than anything else, that's important, that we hear each other, that
Yeah.
we do something to make it a point to where we understand who the other person is and where they're coming from. It can't be just a simple, I'm right, you're wrong. And
Yep.
I don't see it that way.
No.
Jesse and I don't agree 100% on everything, and that's, again, that's not the important part.
You've experienced things I've not, and I've experienced
Yeah.
all the things you've not. Who knows?
But and all of those things put us who we are. Now, when you get right down to it, the next step is to go from there. From us, it's about 3/4 of a mile that way. And you go into a voting booth and you find out who the people are that represent the things that are important to you.
Yep.
And make that vote. So I just wanted to introduce you to Jesse and say, here's another young voter going to be going out and speaking his mind in the one true way that he has to do it.
Yep.
One thing I can guarantee you is he's not going to be walking into somebody's office with a gun and telling them this is how this will
Yeah,
be.
no,
That's
that's not the way to go
not the
about
guy he is.
No.
So, everybody, I would tell you, if you know a young person that hasn't registered, especially today in Tennessee, I think you have until 7 o'clock tonight to get that done. Get out there, do it, and when the time comes, do your best. Get that
Yep.
person down to the polls. All right, America, that's what I got. I love you. Share this shit.